The Old English period spans from the 5th century to the Norman conquest of 1066. This period is significant for the development of the English language, as the language spoken during this time, known as Old English or Anglo-Saxon, was vastly different from modern English. Old English is notable for its complex grammar, which included case endings and a variety of verb forms, as well as its extensive vocabulary, which was heavily influenced by Germanic and Scandinavian languages. The literature of the Old English period primarily consists of epic poems, religious texts, and historical chronicles. These works provide insight into the cultural, political, and religious developments of the time. Epic poetry is the most notable literary form of the Old English period, with the most famous example being the epic poem Beowulf. This poem is an epic tale of a heroic warrior who battles against a series of supernatural monsters and dragons. The poem is written in a distinctive alliterative verse, with a complex system of stresses and pauses, making it difficult to translate into modern English. Other notable examples of Old English epic poetry include the Battle of Maldon, which recounts a historic battle between the Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings, and the Wanderer, which is a melancholic reflection on the transience of human existence. Religious texts also played an important role in the literature of the Old English period. The Anglo-Saxon Chronicle is a significant historical record that provides information on the political and social developments in England from the 5th century to the Norman conquest. The Chronicle was compiled by different authors over several centuries, and it provides a detailed account of the major events in English history. Christianity played a significant role during the Old English period, with the conversion of the Anglo-Saxons to Christianity in the 7th century leading to the creation of many religious works. One of the most notable examples is the Venerable Bede's Ecclesiastical History of the English People, which is an account of the early history of Christianity in England. Other religious works include biblical translations such as the Wessex Gospels, which are a translation of the 4 Gospels into Old English, and the Vespasian Psalter, which is a manuscript containing a Latin Psalter and commentary translated into Old English. The Old English period saw the emergence of several kingdoms, including Wessex, Mercia, and Northumbria, which were constantly vying for power and territory. This period also witnessed the Viking invasions, which began in the late 8th century and continued for several centuries. The Vikings, who originated from Scandinavia, raided and settled in various parts of England, leaving a lasting impact on the language and culture of the region. In conclusion, the literature of the Old English period represents a rich and diverse range of works that reflect the cultural, political, and religious developments of the time. These works continue to be studied and appreciated for their literary and historical significance. Old English period represents a crucial stage in the development of the English language and the cultural identity of England. Despite the significant changes that have occurred over the centuries, the literature and language of this period continue to inspire and inform contemporary writers and scholars.